Sober October, whether you're an alcoholic or not, to go a month without alcohol is a challenge for most people.
Today, we're going to talk about how to prepare for Sober October. But first, if you care about your own sobriety journey as much as we do, we have hundreds of videos on the topics of sobriety and self-improvement. So make sure that you're subscribed to this channel.
So what they find with the Sober October challenges, people that do it, they feel way more productive and rested. It's tapped into a reevaluation of alcohol consumption, especially among the younger demographics. And this is something I'm particularly interested in as well. I'll be talking about Sober Curious a lot on my platform. I mean, it's attractive because of the mental clarity, the mental effects, the health effects, the mental well-being. Alcohol is a depressant. We have an epidemic of depression.
Can't scientists just make up booze that doesn't kill you?
Yeah.
We have an epidemic of insomnia and sleep issues. Positively it impacts that. Yeah, grab a couple friends or just do it with your best friend. Or do it with your sister, do it with your brother. There's a few things I would do to game this out to make this fun and interesting. First and foremost, make a reward. So anyone who's participating, even if it's just you, create a reward at the end of it so that if you complete all 30 days, or actually there's 31 days in October, if you get through the entire month of October without drinking a drop, you go out and you buy yourself like some sick outfit, or you go to a restaurant that you'd really like to go to. You treat yourself to something nice, or you go on like a fun little trip, little weekend trip. One of my favorite tips for any challenge is Post-it notes. So think of 3 places in your house that you'll visually see. The mirror in your bathroom or some place in your bedroom that you always wake up to and can see right away. But find 3 places in your day-to-day life where you can put reminder Post-it notes. And it can just simply say Sober October, or it can say some little motivational quote in there kind of thing. Or it can actually say what the reward is. So if the reward is a 3-day trip to Boulder or to Sedona, write 3-day trip to Sedona on the Post-it note. Another one would be remove all the alcohol from your home. I know this might sound drastic, but like if you want your best chances at making this happen, get friends involved, make it fun. The more people you have join in, the more support you have. Just the more fun and interesting it gets. And if you happen to be a Joe Rogan fan, I'm sure you've seen the fun that they have with Sober October. I mean, it might be worth checking out an episode that like how they do it. It's pretty funny.
I didn't care.
Yeah.
You have to want to do it.
November 1st.
I'll tell you right now, Sober October was an interesting experiment.
One way to think about this is actually treat it as a cleanse. So Sober October / alcohol cleanse, or maybe you want to like pair up alcohol with sugar. So try the whole month of no alcohol and no sugar. You can kind of spice up the challenge a little bit and hit 2 birds with 1 stone. Pre-plan for social situations. So if you know you're gonna do something on the weekend and there's just gonna be partying or people drinking, this is my plan. I'm gonna grab a Perrier. I'm gonna grab a ginger beer is a good one. It looks like a drink. People don't. And to be honest with you, even if people ask you, like, hey, why aren't you drinking? And you're like, yeah, I'm doing Sober October. No one's going to give you shit for that. I mean, they'll find it interesting and cool. I can't imagine someone, not in today's society where it's different now. And the other thing is, watch like motivational video clips. If you got YouTube, I mean, what I do this regardless. I call it a daily mental diet, where I watch a few minutes of just motivational tapes. Yeah, this is the year 2000 with Tony Robbins. But I watch like motivational clips. So whatever your flavor of motivation that you like, the people you like, whatever kind of jazzes you up, makes you feel good, make it part of a ritual. Get up in the morning, you see your little Post-it note, reminds you you're going to go on this cool trip. Once you complete Sober October, put on your phone a YouTube clip, already have it locked and loaded. I would record your experience with this. You could do a daily thing, you could do a weekly check-in, and write down like the effects of this, how you feel, how your life is going, how, is it having a positive impact, and do you even notice anything? I think you'd be surprised how much this changes the game. Removing alcohol from your life really changes the game. Sober October originally was like this challenge encouraging individuals Whether you're an alcoholic or not, to go a month without alcohol is a challenge for most people. It has a dual purpose of the health benefits part of it, but also for fundraising for charities. Where did Sober October, where did all this begin? This thing first started out in 2013 in the UK as Dry January, and then this cancer awareness thing came about. So that's the background. It's like the historical background of it. But how did Sober October get famous? It got famous because of Joe Rogan. So Rogan's approach was not just about sobriety for health, but also as an experiment to lifestyle change. And I believe actually this new trend for sober curious was born, or at least influenced, out of Joe Rogan's Sober October. Because honestly, for the first time that I ever saw, they made sobriety cool. They made it look fun. Back to the sober curious thing, I did a video already on sober curious that there's this cultural shift, but there's absolutely a growing trend of sober curious. It's where individuals explore a life without alcohol that aren't necessarily alcoholics or have drinking problems or anything like that, but it's out of the curiosity, out of the impact of health, and they just simply notice how much better they feel, right? They wake up in the next day and there's no hangover. And
what are your strategies to prepare for Sober October? Do you have any fun activities you're going to be doing? Maybe you're going to go to an apple orchard or a pumpkin patch or whatever. Are there any projects or things that you wish to finally cross off your long to-do list? And also, too, if this is your first Sober October, also comment down below